Hello, and welcome to the Indigenous Entrepreneurs Podcast. I am your host, Cecilia Pacheco, and I am going to be sharing another success story with you all today. This success story is related to one of our tribal liaisons, Mytegia Lee, and I might have her come on for an episode in season 2 to talk more about the success story and project that I'm going to be sharing with you today. But for now, I'm just going to share some words from a press release on this success story. Um, in 2023, Mytegia Lee and Southwest Native Assets Coalition were selected for a 2023 Invest Native grant from Wells Fargo. Mytegia is a tribal liaison for our UNM Tribal Entrepreneurship Enhancement program and also works as executive director for Southwest Native Assets Coalition. As I mentioned, they recently received a grant from Wells Fargo Invest Native Initiative, and the work Mytegia does through UNMRI and through SNAC is invaluable to the support and growth of financial literacy education and access to capital for Native American community members and entrepreneurs, especially in the Northwest region of New Mexico. Um, so now I'm just going to read a press release to you all from Mytegia and from Wells Fargo, just to share the news and to share a little bit more about the work that she does with Southwest Native Assets Coalition outside, or well, I guess in addition to her role that she plays with us as a tribal liaison. So, this grant from Wells Fargo was to support sovereignty through education, financial literacy, and credit counseling. Launched in January 2023, Invest Native grants are part of a $20 million philanthropic initiative by Wells Fargo across 6 states: Arizona, Montana, New Mexico, North Dakota, South Dakota, and Wyoming, to support a more equitable and prosperous future for Native Americans. Navigating what may seem like a shaky ladder to greater financial freedom by tribal members living in financial deserts throughout the Southwest U.S. is more achievable when practitioners who are from and work in their own tribal communities help steady the ladder of opportunity. This is a quote from Mytegia Lee. So 28 Native-led organizations in total received nearly $11 million in grants to advance work in Invest Native's 4 pillars, which include housing access and affordability, small business growth, financial health, and sustainability and climate resilience. So, Southwest Native Assets Coalition addresses financial health by providing financial literacy and credit counseling services to underserved Native American communities. SNAC also offers technical assistance to small business owners, which includes one-on-one counseling and access to small dollar debt consolidation loans. In 2023, SNAC assisted 941 participants over a 9-month period. During the grant period, SNAC will expand their services to Native Americans in Arizona and New Mexico harmed by predatory lenders by consolidating high-interest debt and financing at affordable rates. Some clients had as many as 15 active revolving credit accounts with extraordinarily high rates. Many of the clients that SNAC assists are low income or fixed income, and they have debt to income ratios averaging 70% with no alternative borrowing options. So this is a huge need and barrier that our program has also identified when it comes to entrepreneurs is lack of financial literacy and then lack of access to capital. So I just wanted to mention, like, even though this work that Mytegia is doing is with SNAC, it very much correlates with the work we're doing through the Tribal Entrepreneurship program at UNM Rainforest Innovations, which is part of what made her such a great fit to have on as a tribal liaison for us. So, SNAC's work was inspired by the lack of options for Native Americans that have been victims of the unabated predatory lending industry ubiquitous across Indian country. The Invest Native grant is transformational for our young but ambitious Native-led nonprofit organization. So that's in reference to SNAC. Funds will cover program-related expenses for the next fiscal year, including financial education and consumer credit counseling services. Funds will also be used to acquire an existing consumer loan portfolio from a nonprofit partner, allowing SNAC to apply its case management expertise to high-risk clients as well as offer debt consolidation loans and credit builder loans. The grant will allow SNAC to generate loan servicing fees from the acquired portfolio and position the organization to meet the requirements needed to secure certification from the U.S. Treasury CDFI fund. So that's huge. Invest Native is about empowering Native-led organizations and enabling them to build more resilient communities for future generations, said Otis Raleigh, president of the Wells Fargo Foundation. We are excited to announce this latest round of grant making as part of our long-term commitment to helping Native communities build economic stability and independence. Invest Native supports Native-led and Native-serving organizations, including community development, financial institutions, aka CDFIs, nonprofits, tribally designed housing entities, and Native collaborations, including 2 or more organizations working together to achieve common goals within the 6-state territory. So, receiving this award is huge, not just for Mytegia and Southwest Native Assets Coalition, but it also is going to have a big impact on our program. Like I said, those needs and barriers that we've identified, a lot of them relate to financial literacy and access to capital. So, this work that Mytegia is going to be able to do through this funding from Wells Fargo with SNAC is going to increase the impact that she's already having on her community. And it's just another resource um, and investment going into northwestern New Mexico and the Navajo Nation. So big shout out to Mytegia. If you have never met her, she is an amazing human being, individual. She's doing great, awesome things for her community. In Gallup, New Mexico, and surrounding areas, as well as the Navajo Nation. So, just wanted to share this success of hers because her success is our success, and really looking forward to see what she continues to do when it comes to supporting her community and entrepreneurs and small business owners in her community. So that was the success story that I wanted to share with y'all today. I'm going to link a few podcast episodes that I've done with Mytegia if you want to check them out, just to hear some more from her. And then, like I said, we'll try to get her on here probably in season 2 to talk about this program that she received funding for and what she'll be able to do with this funding. So thanks for tuning in, and I hope you guys have a blessed day.